Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is yours truly. And well, just want to address where I have been. And to put it plain simple, I have just been preparing for the holidays. It's that time of year, it's that time of season. And yeah, that's basically all there is to it. But that's not the main reason of the video. Just want to get that out the way. The actual reason why I'm deciding this video is to basically just, you know, wrap up the year of 2023 with my own yearly review. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, let's go all the way back to January. And, well, honestly, not the greatest start. My eye was still crossed, my Isotopia was still, winning. And then, as we fast forward 23 days later, and you can, if you know, you know. But for those that don't know, or just have forgot, um, my dog Daisy, as some of you may know, unfortunately passed away um, on January 23rd. I want to say around 4-ish. Well, not 4-ish, probably like around 3. It was sometime in the afternoon. And to put it plain and simple, it was the hardest day I've ever had to go through. Because, you know, once you take a dog into your family, it becomes part of your family. I mean, we've had her since 2010, and from then on, I mean, she had a rough start in her life too, but eventually it got better. I mean, we spoiled that dog to a T, but if I had a chance to do it over again, I would gladly do it. I would gladly do all of that again, especially the way she kept waking me up every hour of them in the middle of the night. But we still love that dog, and always have, and always will. So, rest in peace, Daisy. And then move on to February. Honestly, not much really happened. Just going through life. Um, Work is still kicking me in the tail. It still is. And, you know, it's supposed to be love season. And so it was a month without Daisy, and it was just. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to let that sink in, consider the fact that we've had that dog for so long. And it hard to believe it's going to be almost a year now since we lost her. But moving forward, February, not much really happened. Um, I'm still doing my appointments to get my eye fixed, and sorry, someone sent me a text at the wrong time. But anyway, yeah. Again, February, not much really happened. Just trying to move on. March, same thing. Um, and I felt um, at this point, I just felt hopeless and having the eye fixed. Sorry, my brain just lagged for 3 minutes. Um, yeah, I was. There's always that point in time when you're having a having a moment where you're really starting to lose hope in something, even though you really shouldn't lose hope in it. But at that point, I was kind of having doubts about having repaired my eye. I mean, But yeah, it's just one of those moments where I was just barely clinging on to sanity, despite the fact that I've had it for, well, at that time it was about 6 months, and I thought it was gonna be fixed by then. Turned out it wasn't. No, 7 months. Sorry. September, October, November, December, January, February. Yes, but yeah, 7 months of my eyes just being wonky as all get out. Um, on a different topic, the wrestling stuff was good. I mean, the wrestling stuff really did. Um, it was building up quite a lot. I mean, if for those who know me, I am a hardcore wrestling fan. I don't talk about it a lot. I usually leave that to the pros and all that. But yeah, just some I just want to throw out there. Yeah. Other than that, none else, none else really major happened. Um, April came around. WrestleMania was at the beginning of the month, which is always good. Night one was an absolute banger. 10 out of 10. Would watch again. Night two, it was good, but it wasn't really um, cinematography. It wasn't much cinematography. Um, it I it wasn't very cinema. I was trying to say cinematography, but that would not make sense at all. There wasn't a whole lot of cinema esque stuff in that night, but it was still a good show. Me and my dad watched it. We enjoyed Fox's, not sponsored, but Fox's maybe. Mm-hmm. Anyway, um, but yeah, uh, April was just it was just your normal day. Normal month rather. Um, yeah, I really can't think of anything that really happened during April. It's just sort of life and work, really. And then May rolls around, and we go to the 16th, which is my birthday. We head over to Sumo's for the first time, and that was actually some really awesome stuff. The the noodles, the hibachi steak. I mean, that stuff was good. And of course, they brought the birthday parade out, and these first-hand embarrassment, courtesy of my parents. Well, my mother rather. I mean, I love her to death, but there are some times where I just question her actions at times. I mean, she doesn't do anything bad, just some stuff that just makes you question why she does the things that she does to you. But yeah, May was a good month. I was still wonky eyed Joe, as she called it. um, and I think around that time is when I did my last appointment with the Hilltop doctors, Hilltop eye doctor people, and they suggested surgery. And we'll we'll get there when we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But they suggested surgery, so it was 2 more months of that. And yeah, just had to wait 2 more months of that, just having to deal with Esotopia for an extra 2 months. Definitely not the most joyous thing, but had to man up and take it. And then we go to June, a month till the surgery. June, I don't think anything really major happened during that time. It's just me getting excited to have my eye repaired. um, yeah, it wasn't a very eventful year, life wise. Well, mine's from the start, but yeah, the rest of it just nothing really big happened. So June. Oh yeah, my dad's birthday came around. My sister got back from college in SMT for her first year. She's still doing well. I mean, it's kicking her in the tail as well, but that's what all colleges do. And yeah, my dad's birthday came around. We celebrated with him. Father's Day as well. Just you know, the month of dad rather. And then came July. Past Independence Day. Past all the next week. Then July 14th rolled around. Uh, no, correction. It was July. It was July 13th. It was sometime around mid July. The surgery happened. Uh, they knocked me out with that anesthesia stuff, and let me tell you, that stuff is powerful. And it works. I can fully attest it. I can fully say that it works. But, my surgery got fixed. My surgery went well. My eye got fixed. And when I was on my way back to the house, my mom drove me, of course. It felt like I'm not sure, um, it was just an, um, a post surgery effect. But when I tried to open my left eye, it felt like the needle, the stitch, like poking it. So it kind of made it hard for me to open my eyes. I literally had to stretch my eyelid out to get to blink. And a week long recovery. Um, the the eye stuff worked out well. I had good people taking care of me. My mom, my sister, my dad. You know, as all families are supposed to do. They're supposed to be there for each other. So thank you to to my family, and just thank you guys in general for just joining me on that ride, because that was the worst ride of my life. And then we go to August, where the heat just cranked. And I mean, that sucker cranked. One point, me and my dad were going disc golfing, and we usually go to like Forest Home, or we usually go to Forest Home, then Craig at first. And then when we got done with Forest Home, it was like 95, and the heat index was 110. And once we got done with the 9-hole course, we just looked at each other going, no. And here's the thing, my dad's a summer baby. And if a summer guy is telling you that it's too hot, that is too hot. I mean, y'all know me, I'm a spring boy through and through. But, yeah, if a summer guy is telling you it's hot, that it's hot. And then I think the next week we got absolutely rained out. Like, we sat there for a solid half hour or so, hoping it'll die down a little bit, but it didn't. But yeah, August was definitely the warmest of the month, warmest of the year. And then we head over to September, which is by far now one of my favorite months. Because, well, aside from May, of course. Because, as y'all know, the Comic Con is there in North Little Rock. But not North Little Rock, just Little Rock in general. Uh, I mean, again, I'm sorry. I wish I could have gotten some more, uh, you know, videos of layout, but they wouldn't allow any recording in there. I mean, unless I could try to hide it real well, which I doubt I can. Then I'll just have to settle with my stories. But I, as y'all know, I did bring evidence of my exciting time um, during my convention days, and next year is definitely going to be worth waiting for. I don't have any news on it yet. I don't know who's going to be there, but I don't want to think for certain. It is going to be exciting. And I got my all my weaponry, my fake weaponry. Um, I got my autographs. I got my collectible stuff. You know how it is over there. And yeah, September was just a fun month. And then October, the spooky season came around. All sorts of exciting stuff can happen there. You never know. And while I don't think I've told anybody this, but when I was at work, this one guy, I think it was October, or it might have been I don't know if I don't remember if it was like late September, sometime in October. But this guy came in. He was getting cigarettes. Said that and be in mind we do have security cameras, and one was like directly above where I was working at. And he said that he doesn't have. He told me, like, he whispered in my. I don't know who the guy is, but he was like right up here and said to me, "I don't have an ID. I don't have money. Just call police. Tell my soul. You do that, and God bless." And just walked out with him. I don't know if the guy was caught, but in that moment, I was just like, "What just happened?" I mean, in that moment, what can you do other than just just try to take in the fact of what just happened? Because the entire time I'm just sitting there and I'm just going, "Okay, um, I'm not sure whether or not to believe you, but okay." But I didn't. But I didn't really see any purpose to it. Plus, I think the plus again we had security cameras. One was like directly above me, so if the guy was caught, or I don't know if the guy was caught or not, but you know, got that fun story. And of course, Project Search had their Halloween party, which is some kind of missed out on because I was working. Thank you, schedule. But yeah, I made up for it in November, and as y'all know, that's that time of year where the Triple N game, the Triple N is in full effect. And if you know, you know. I mean, I don't partake in such activities, nor do I have any intent to. But if you're willing, you're willing, and that's all you. And we had our little, Thanksgiving, had a little Turkey Day dinner or lunch rather. So yeah, November went pretty well. I had to work on Thanksgiving, but that's it was a lot more tame than last year, where I literally couldn't get anything else done other than I had to stay at the register. I had to come in at 2 that day, and that's something that I didn't know. So yeah, November went pretty well, and here we are. And oh yeah, before I forget, usually afterwards after Thanksgiving we do some our Christmas decorations, and oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention this. um, November 19th, WWE came to Jonesboro, and I was able to go there. And if you follow my Instagram page, you seen the photo of my sign. He wasn't there, unfortunately. He had a torn meniscus. Well, he had a torn meniscus for 3 months. Had to get surgery to get that fixed. So, year of surgeries, basically. But yeah, it was still a great event. Not one dull match in the entire show. We started with a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. It was Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair. Great match, great opener. Following that was Shotzi and Bayley. Io retained and Shotzi won. Then came Karrion Kross and Ridge Holland. Scarlett tried to interfere, but she got tossed out. Um, Ridge Holland hit the Brogue and got the 1-2-3. And then came the Vikings rules match. It was Ivar versus Kofi Kingston. And me and my dad, we both looked at each other going, oh, Kofi's gotta die. But, so that was a great match. It went on for, I want to say, about, 20 minutes? It was still a great match. Don't get me wrong, that was a good match before the intermission. And I mean, every time when I looked at that every time I look back on that match, I keep going, how is Kofi alive at that rate? But yeah, that was a good match. And then after intermission, some tag team action came to play. We had Pretty Deadly, the Yes Boy people, Elvin Prince and Kit Wilson, against the now NXT North American Champion Dragon Lee and Cameron Grimes. And the team of Dragon Lee and Cameron Grimes got the dub. Got the 1-2-3, and let me tell you, Dragon Lee is insane in that ring. And I was telling Dad, I usually go over the Instagram reels often on my favorites. And when I saw that Dragon Lee was coming to Arkansas, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be good. And then after that, the LWO versus the Street Business, as I called them. I just got that from an Instagrammer. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. And 3 LWO members in the match were Carlito, Raul Mendoza, or Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde. And that was also a really good match. And after we saw Carlito, do the signature apple spit, backstabber, 1, 2, 3. And after the match, I held my sign up, and Carlito somehow was able to see my sign, and he was able to point at it and give a nod of approval, which was absolutely amazing. And I had some guys in front of me who were trying to help me out with the sign. So shout out to them boys for helping me out with that. And then came the main event, Jonesboro Street Fight. Grayson Waller versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. And let me tell you, once L.A. Knight showed up, everybody in that arena exploded. Like, I could barely hear myself. And I told Dad, once LA Knight shows up, listen to the crowd, because if that crowd reacts the way they did, that shows how over he is. I'm surprised he isn't champ of some kind. I mean, of course he was $1 billion champion at one point, but still, it was great. But came along. LA Knight, Grayson Waller, great match. And after Waller went to the table, a little BFT from LA Knight, and 1, 2, 3, game over. main event success, and the crowd lost their mind. So, yeah, that was, in my opinion, that was a good 5-star show for me. I'm easy to impress, but that show was worth every star and every penny. I mean, that was a phenomenal match. And then we fast forward to this month, where we are 6 days away from Christmas. Um, had our Christmas party over Project Search. Um, you know, we were able to do Secret Santa. You know, that was fun. Uh, I went to my aunt's house over in Springfield, Missouri. Did our Secret Santa there. You know, great time. Harlow, their dog, the biggest baby. If you go back on on my Instagram page, and you may know who I'm talking about. But uh, yeah, summer's going well. Um, just going through life. Really, it's just, yeah, if it's not winter now, somehow it's definitely gonna be winter soon in 2 days. But yeah, it's it's been um it's been a decent year. Other than that, of course, once we get through, oh yeah, once I get through um, this Thursday, Friday, I gotta go to Tuckerman. You know, be there for Mother's moral support because she's got uh, friends over there, and that's her hometown. So yeah, and after that, I gotta work till midnight at Walgreens on Sunday from 4 to 12. And I am not looking forward to any of it. I mean, I'm a nocturnal boy, but I'm gonna be dreading that day. And then, but after that, um, Christmas shows up. We are 6 days away from it. I'm excited, and let me show you what we got so far. Let's see, that's for mom. That's just for show. Got our little Christmas pillow friend. This little Santa pillow. Basically, just a countdown. And all that you see before you is, kind of hard to believe that we have all that stuff here. And I don't know, at this rate, I don't know who's for what anymore. I don't know who's for who anymore. I'm sorry. But yeah, you got that for you. Yeah, mom did go in the interior. Um, Me and dad took care of the exterior. We got that working well. Um, I'll show you on Instagram. Go follow me, by the way. Um, yeah, we got the exterior taken care of, the interior's taken care of. We are just ready for the holidays. After that, New Year's rolls around, and we will be officially in 2024. So, with that being said, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. So, yeah, that is my 2023 yearly recap. I'm not. I know it wasn't very eventful, as y'all expected it would be, but there's gonna be some long gaps along the way, and you'll come across some good moments, either in the early years or in the later months. Early months, middle month, mid months, or you know later months. But other than that, it was just another basic year, full of good stuff, full of, you know, suffering here and there. But yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'm sorry for being away for a month again, but yeah. Other than that, thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys like this video, you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell notification, hit that little bell icon, because you get notified whenever I upload. Within, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be etc. But some things I am planning before I wrap this up entirely. I am planning a project. I've thought about it a while enough. Um, it's gonna take a while. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's gonna take a bit, but it's gonna be worth it. I promise. So, with that being said, I'm not gonna get into details of what it may be, but one thing's for certain, it's gonna be a good one. So, yeah, like I said, you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, bell notification, and comment down below what other videos I should do. Maybe figure reviews, perhaps film reviews, wrestling stuff. You know, just give me some ideas. And maybe I'll consider. Maybe I'll do them. Who knows? We'll find out. But again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year in general. And I will see you guys on Christmas Day, because that's when I'm going to show you my haul, and it's going to be a pretty lengthy haul. A pretty hefty haul, I mean. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the 25th. Bye-bye.